Welcome back, everybody, to the Nerdcore Podcast, the podcast that reviews movies that talks that nerd shit. This is episode 630, and it is your review of Martin Scorsese's Kundun. As always, it is the nerd you kind of hear the host of the show. That's my wonderful co-host, Brad Young Yoda.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to a wonderful Friday. It's Friday.
Yes,
I forgot what it
Friday afternoon. Um, yeah, Friday afternoon here. We're once again here to remind you all that it is HCAP time. So, yeah, I have to fuck the schedule up.
was.
It's not Brad this time. It's me. I'm the one. And yeah, that means that we're here to do this review still it's early, live and early for our patrons over at patreon.com/nerdcore. At the $1 tier, you get this episode live and early so you can interact with us, and that's available early for our patrons. And this releases on Saturday for the public at 12. So yeah, at least that's still going, right, Brad? At least
Indeed.
we managed to give it to them early. But yeah, Brad, whew, just lots going on today, Brad. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right. Doing all right. I'm just chilling on my staycation. So I put I repurposed a horse trough for a firewood holder for my fire pit outside, and then I got an ice crusher. So that's fun.
Yeah,
So I can make more alcoholic drinks.
like if you already didn't have enough, right?
Now I can make more.
Yeah, now you can make more.
I can make tiki drinks.
Jesus Christ, Brad. Um, how's it been since the last couple of days I've seen you? What you been up to with your vacation, bro?
Not too much. I'm just so I did I'm trying to clean out the garage a little bit, get rid of some of the cardboard that's in there, so I can make way for other stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been dealing with that. I've been watching the what the fuck is it? Jesus Christ, I can't remember the name of it. Sam Beckett. Quantum Leap. Thank you. Like I typed it in and then it like came to me. So I've been watching the new Quantum Leap. Definitely not as good as the old Quantum Leap, I have to say, but you know, it's it's along the same lines, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Well,
that's kind of what I've been doing. Other than watching, I did watch Invincible yesterday, so
ooh,
that was a
yeah.
highlight of the day.
I'm gonna watch that before I have to head to my screening tonight. I just been dealing with doing the festival. I've been doing that, and I think I didn't watch anything else there. Oh yes, I went to go see the Marvels. Um, I went to go see that, and I think that's it, Brad.
On Monday, I did play golf with your friends with Luis. I think it was Monday or Tuesday.
With your friends, Luis.
Well, it's golf with your friends, and
Oh,
I played it
okay.
with Luis. So the game's called
Oh,
Golf with Your Friends, and I played it with Luis.
oh, how was that?
It was pretty fun. I whooped his ass twice, and then he whooped my ass once on the dinosaur mini golf part thing.
Oh, so he's gonna upload that?
I don't know. We just played it on Monday, but what's funny is it had other game modes, so it had like hockey and basketball and all that. So I feel like we're gonna go back and try that, but we're gonna probably try to get more people.
Yeah. And yeah, just been doing that, Brad. I went to work today, and I might have watched the movie there. So yeah, um, I was able to watch this film a while ago, and yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to talk about this one. This is the one that I've been wanting to watch from Martin Scorsese for a long time now. It's also his only collaboration with Roger Deakins, I believe. It's the only time he ever worked with him, and yeah.
Did you happen to read the story about Leonardo DiCaprio?
What about him?
He's apparently refusing ever to work with Scorsese and De Niro again.
Yeah, because he was getting spanked.
Apparently. From what it sounded like, Scorsese wasn't taking Leo's ideas, or I guess, I guess, yeah, ideas. I'll just leave it as ideas, and I think Leo got hurt by it.
Well, man, I just want to say, what do you expect when you put the two best friends together, making their 10th movie together?
I mean, like, and they're like over the age of 80. So I mean,
Yeah.
sorry, Leo, when you're like half their age, they're probably not going to listen to
So
you.
you say he's just not gonna make movies with them
That's
together again?
yeah, that's well, with either of them, I think.
That's not true because his next movie is with Scorsese.
Well, that might already. I don't know. That's just what I read.
God damn it. Yeah, because I read that Scorsese's next film is one with Leo.
Uh, Unless they change that.
Yeah. But that's funny either way, man. I mean, so he just wasn't taking to his ideas, and you felt what's got hurt by that.
Yeah. Trying to see. Uh, yeah, I guess it's this one. But I don't know. Like, I mean, some of these websites you can't. Like, this is from Radar Online. I don't fucking
Yeah,
know. I don't know.
unless you know how it is, Brad.
Yeah.
Unless
So,
what's it called, Variety, Hollywood Reporter, or Deadline announces it.
it
Um,
says insiders allege that DiCaprio made his fiery decision after he felt Scorsese and De Niro dissed him on set. Um,
when did he say that?
uh, Until this project, Leo has always had Marty's undivided attention when they're making movies together, a source told the National Enquirer. Oh, well, there you go. Really?
Yeah.
But with Bob in the picture, he felt left out.
Well, here he says that on the Entertainment Online interview, he says he's called him his father figure, his cinematic father figure.
And then with Radar Online, and then you have who I've never heard of, and then you have the National Enquirer.
Yeah.
I mean, they literally had Bat Boy on that paper back in the '90s, so
Yeah.
it's questionable.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's still
Questionable
gonna
at
make movies
best.
with him.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You
Well,
got DiCaprio and Scorsese in a movie that's gonna make money.
hmm so I am yeah, I think I'm ready if you are, Brett.
Yeah.
All right, Brett, let's do this thing. So if you have not watched Kundun and you care about spoilers, or you don't care about, or if you let me do that again, guys. I'm so sorry. If you haven't watched Kundun or you care about spoilers, then you should get out of here. But if you don't care about spoilers or you've already seen the film, go ahead and stay. Either way, how any of that goes, this is your one and only spoiler warning, and it is in effect in a five, four, three, two, one. I have no idea how I could spoil this, guys. This is literally the Dalai Lama's
Story.
actually the Dalai Lama's real life. Like, I don't know how I can spoil that.
We're just gonna say Dalai Lama and just go with it.
That's how you actually pronounce it, though, Brad. Dalai Lama.
If I could say that.
You don't know about the medicine Dalai?
I'm just calling him Big D Llama.
Big D, bro. That
Big
boy,
D
Big
Llama up in
D.
there. Big D.
Big D. Oh my God. Kundun is a 1997 American epic autobiography. Oh my God. Hold on. Is an 1990 Kundun is a 1997 American epic biographical film written by Melissa Matheson. It was directed by Martin Scorsese. It is based on the life and writings of Tenzin Gyatso, the 14th Dalai Lama, the exiled political and spiritual leader of Tibet. Tenzin Tenzin Tutup Sarong,
Sarang.
a grandnephew of the Dalai Lama, stars as the adult Dalai Lama, while Tencho Gyalpo, a niece of the Dalai Lama, appears as the Dalai Lama's mother. Oh wow. Kundun, I'm not going to try to pronounce that in what's it called, or say that how it says in Tibetan, meaning presence, is a title which the Dalai Lama is addressed. Kundun was released only a few months after 7 years in Tibet, sharing the sharing the latter's location and his depiction of the Dalai Lama at several stages of his youth, though Kundun covers a period 3 times longer. It is the final film penned by Matheson, to be released after her death in 2015. Although her final project, the BFG, the Big Fucking Giant, that's not what no, is the Big Friendly Giant. It was released posthumously. Brad, it can be the Big Fucking Giant.
Oh, Road Dogg's gonna come down and kick your ass.
Who?
The writer.
Roald Dahl? Yeah, well, it's a Big Fucking Giant, bro.
I mean, yeah, yeah. He's friendly too, though.
Big Fucking Friendly Giant.
BWFG.
Yeah. Produced by, I believe, Martin Scorsese's wife at the time, Barbara DeFina. Um, and its cinematography is done by, of course, Mr. Roger Deakins, edited by Thelma Schumacher. Music is done by Philip Glass, and it sits at 2 hours and 14 minutes, and on a budget of $28 million, it made $5.7 million at the box office. Yep.
I think you need to read the reception to kind of give a reason of why that number is that number.
So reception. Oh wow, yeah. Because yep, okay. So the film was buried by Disney, which limited the release in order to minimize the damage to the company's relationship with the Chinese Communist Party, resulting in less than 6 million in a limited US distribution. Kundun was nominated for 4 Academy Awards for Best Art Direction, um, Best Cinematography, Best Costume Design, and Best Original Score. And also, Brad, um, Um. Okay, so it is available via Kino. Okay, cool. That's good, because this is released by Touchstone. Do you remember who owns Touchstone? Who owned Touchstone?
Oh, is it a goddamn Weinstein? It's a goddamn Weinstein. It's always Weinstein. Is that why you can't find this fucking? Well, actually, no. You can actually rent
You
this
can
movie.
find it, and
Yeah,
now
you
it's
can
what's it
find this
called?
movie.
So it used to be owned by fucking Weinstein,
Yeah.
and then of course it was sold to Disney. But I was like, why can't I find a damn Blu-ray for this? Of course I know why I can't find a goddamn Blu-ray. It's why I can't find a goddamn Blu-ray for what's it called? For for Dogma as well.
Yeah. I mean,
But
they do exist. They're just very expensive.
yeah. But it says that there's one from Kino Lorber, so I want to see what's up here. If it does, I know what I'm getting next sale. Yep, it does exist. Cool. Oh, but it's only educational. Fuck you, man. Oh my god. No, you can't get this shit. It's out of print. Fuck, man. I hate the Harvey, the fucking Weinsteins and what they've done to physical media. Oh, fuck you guys. Yeah. All right, Brad. So I've been waiting to watch this movie for a long time because pairing one of my favorite cinematographers of all time with one of my favorite directors of all time. And I did not know a lot about the life of the Dalai Lama, and I know what happened to Tibet, and I know that like what had happened in its eventual annexation. I just didn't know that the Dalai Lama was had to get the fuck up out of there.
At exile, get
Yeah,
exiled.
yeah, and I have to say, I really like this movie. I felt that it flew by for me, where it's like those 2 hours and 14 minutes really flew by for me. And I don't know, man. Like I really like this. I like his religious movies. I like the movies that he like approaches religion and he really showcases like these figures in a way where it's like not
Give an example though.
well, I mean like Last Temptation of Christ. Last
That
Temptation
was
of
good.
Christ, Silence. I don't know if you've
Never
ever
seen
seen
that one.
Silence. Yeah, he always kind of approaches these figures where it's like putting the human before the spiritual part, and I thought it was really good. I don't think it's perfect. I think that what's it called? That first act for me was like once it starts to get itself ready to kick in, it does. it does what's it called pick up for its theme, but I think there was just like I think when he's a kid, a lot of that stuff was starting to like kind of flow over my head a little bit, and I was like, okay, I was like, all right, we're gonna still stick with this kid. He's a kid, like
Well, I mean, the whole point of the Dalai Lama,
Dalai.
Dalai Lama, is the reincarnation
Yeah,
of the previous one, and
yeah,
that was just that whole first act was just showing like, oh, we found this kid, and look, he's choosing all
yeah,
of the elder ones or the previous ones stuff, so it must be him reincarnated.
yeah. So Brad, what's your initial thoughts on Kundun?
Um, Cinematography wise, I think this is a beautiful movie. Like, I mean, it's Deacons. You can't really go wrong with that. But I think it's my least favorite Scorsese. And I say this because it's mostly the editing. The editing just jumps around the whole time. It's never like clearly on one scene. Like you'll get like, oh, here's like not even a minute, and then it'll just cut, and then another cut, and it gets to a point where I'm just tired, and I'm just like, you can't just set it on one scene and
Yeah,
just can we not get like this one scene just to stay here, and so we can kind of process this, and then it's just cut. That's how I felt throughout this whole movie.
yeah. It doesn't feel like it's Thelma who what's it called
It doesn't feel
edited it.
I didn't know this was a Scorsese movie when I watched it.
Yeah,
I didn't know it till after. Um, so I mean, I didn't even go in there thinking this was a Scorsese movie, and after watching it, I was kind of blown away. I'm like, this doesn't feel like a Scorsese movie to me.
yeah. And I mean, Scorsese's style isn't there per se.
But
It is in the visual,
in the
not the
visual, it
narrative
is,
style.
but the editing, it's the
Oh
editing
yeah,
that just puts this. Like, I just dislike the editing in this.
yeah.
I think it could have
Well,
been
that's
done
the
so
thing
much
why I
better.
think it's not perfect. I think it's not perfect at all because yeah, I feel like the editing does it's it doesn't feel like Thomas Schumacher's type of editing where it's like very like patient, you know.
I feel like Scorsese was in, and because you had Roger Deakins in this, so you want to use every fucking shot you can because it probably looks beautiful. And uh, I'm thinking Scorsese might have been in there being like, oh no, I want to include that. I don't want to include
Yeah,
that. It'd be like having Tarantino in there and him having filmed like 10,000 hours of fucking footage, and him wanting to use everything. But it's like it's just okay. It's just like cut, and I'm just like, you can slow down on that. You can like you have a scene which is like 3 to 5 minutes just of dialogue in there, but for some reason
dude.
it always just felt like, oh, this is a cool framing scene, and then it would just cut to like their feet or their face or just into a whole different place.
Yeah, that is crazy how much they buried this movie, Brad. It released in two theaters nationwide on Christmas Day.
Yeah, they wanted that
What?
China market.
What?
Yeah, they wanted that future China market. That's what that is.
My
Because China probably
God.
could have banned Disney at that point.
Yeah. Um. Excuse me, but I really liked it. And I think the fucking locations look great. They shot mostly in Morocco, and they shot at the monastery in New York. But I think it looks fantastic. And Deacons is just an incredible pairing with Scorsese. You look at the lighting choices he makes. Um, One of my favorite shots is when you can tell that he has like the blanket like over the lens, and it has like this red like what's it called
Oh
lace.
yeah, where the
Yeah,
kids under the robe
yeah, yeah,
staring
yeah,
out. Yeah.
yeah. It's just freaking fantastic, man. Um, and yeah, I like that. I like that of the movie, and then especially the music. The music from Philip Glass is fantastic. Uh, I think it's great. One of my favorite scores from a Scorsese picture. But
I just couldn't tell this was a Scorsese film.
but I mean, like, in what way? Like, in like the very like patient editing that Scorsese's movies
Yeah,
kind of have.
usually in the editing, you don't have these quick cuts like
Yeah,
constantly throughout
yeah,
this film. It's
I
like
agree with you.
constant.
Yeah,
It's constant throughout, and that's just that. I mean, like the story wise and long, yeah, you can follow the story. Like it's a well written, like following the life of the llama. Like it's a
yeah,
well written story, but the editing just puts me off of this movie. Like I'm just I would never want to watch this again just because it's just like they can't stay still on one shot. And Scorsese sometimes has those really beautiful, shots of that's framed right and it holds on to that sight.
yeah,
I mean, you like I don't know. It just it's like you couldn't stay in the same room for like 3 to 5 minutes.
yeah. I wonder if I don't know how, I don't want to put words into the mouth of like somebody, right? Because I don't want to say that this is what happened, but like I wonder if, like, because this isn't Martin Scorsese's script. This is just, like, him just directing a script that came to him, and like I wonder if, like, if this was just how the script was, and I
I,
wonder what, like, I would like to know what was left out of this movie.
well, and with Scorsese, I don't think the studio had much involvement because this is an overly long movie and it's Scorsese, so I don't
Yeah,
think
I
it
think the
would.
studio had everything to do with the distribution. Like,
With the
yeah,
distribution for sure. I don't think they had anything to do with the movie itself. But I don't know. It's one of those. It's like it's a beautiful movie. Like the story, you can follow the story too. So everything that I knew, like it showed up in the movie. I learned a little bit more, but it was just horrendous in the editing. And I'm just like, why did we have to quick shot throughout the whole thing? Which it's a long movie in itself, and I know you said it seemed quicker for you, but for me, because of that, it made the movie drag for me because it's just like quick shot, quick shot, quick shot. I'm just like, stop. Just you can follow them. You can pull a taxi driver and have a front scene, and you can leave it on them, and they're coming. You can
yeah,
do that, but I really feel like it's probably Roger Deakins just filming all this beautiful stuff and Scorsese being like, I got to put it in there. Like, we paid that man a lot of money. I'm going to quick cut all this.
yeah. I don't know, man. But like maybe it's just I don't know. Like you said, Brett. I don't believe that studio had anything to do with this.
It would have been much shorter, in my opinion, if they did.
Yeah. Let's see. Here I got a what's it called, an article here, Brad. With its restless and purposeful camera work and razor sharp editing by Thelma Schumacher, Kundun is stylistically of a piece with Scorsese's other films. Yet, for all it has in common with Scorsese's other works, some elements set it apart. Distinctive look is thanks to Scorsese's sole collaboration with the great cinematographer Richard Deakins, took on the ambitious project as his follow-up to Fargo. It's also the only Scorsese film with music by Philip Glass, a practicing Buddhist whose score joins the composer's trademark looping themes with traditional Tibetan instruments to striking effect. I want to see if it says anything about the editing, though.
Well, they apparently liked that, and whoever wrote that. Which, some people like enjoy that quick style cut, which I don't mind in like
There were
in
times where I think it felt awkward, though.
just quick cutting. It's like there's no reason. Like, why'd we quick cut from them walking to their feet and then back to them walking? Like it's kind of ridiculous in some respects. It's like why did you do this?
Yeah, I did. I will say though, there were some really interesting transition choices, though.
They had some good transitions though. I'll give them
Yeah.
that. There were good transitions, and it wasn't the transitions I have an issue with. It was in between because it was just quick cuts, and I'm just like, just stop already. Like you can have like you can show the room with all of them sitting there and them just sitting there and having them talk for like 2 minutes. You don't have to like quick cut face, quick cut face, quick cut it over there, quick cut to I don't know, boy with goat running around in the background. I don't fucking know. Just you know, just you can stay in the room. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
You can have the overall room, and we've seen it done. We've seen it in like Goodfellas and Casino. It's like the overall thing without the quick cut, and it's a dialogue.
yeah. Um, that is so bullshit, Brad. So, after giving the film a limited Christmas Day release in two theaters, the company rolled it out to 439 theaters on January 16th without much fanfare. You wonder why? Because you fucking released it on Christmas Day,
Yeah,
and
and
then you
only
released it
in two theaters.
in the month that is considered a dump.
Yep, they got a tax break for this one. They put a
Yeah,
Warner Brothers.
yeah. But I still really liked it, and I think that it's a great film. I don't think it's perfect, and I think it's up there as some of my what's it called as some of the ones from him that really surprised me. But I wouldn't say that it's like the best one that I've seen from him. But it's still up there as some of my favorite work from him because just of the way that he approached the story and what he has to say in this film. But yeah, Brad. My final verdict is a 9 out of 10. Go ahead.
And I'm going much lower because I just this movie was enjoyable to me, really. Do the editing. So 7 out of 10.
Yeah. When you speak of it, it sounds like you were gonna give it a 4, bro.
No, like I said, like you the cinematography, the music, and the story, all that's great. But the editing, the fucking editing kills me. It's like you could have a perfect movie if you just didn't do like quick cuts every instant in this movie.
Yeah. I need to watch this what's it called this documentary on this film. Maybe it has more to say, but
Now Ebert
uh,
did do a review.
what did Eber say about this?
He gave it 3 stars. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Still looking.
Yeah. Well, when you can find it, let me know. Yeah. I want
Oh,
as
here we go.
well.
Here we go. Here we go. Okay.
Oh,
The film is made of episodes, not a plot. It is like illustrations bound into the book of a life. Most of the actors I understand are real Tibetan Buddhist, and their serenity in many scenes cast a spell. The sets, the fabrics, and floor and wall coverings, the richness of metals and colors all place them within a tabernacle of their faith. But at the end, I felt curiously unfulfilled. The thing about a faith built on reincarnation is that we are always looking part, only at a tiny part of it. And the destiny of an individual is fraught on the wave of history. Those values are better for religion than for cinema, which hungers for story and character. I admire Kundun for being so unreservedly committed to its vision, for being willing to cut loose from audience expectations and follow its heart. I admire it for its visual elegance, and yet this is the first Scorsese film that, to be honest, I would not want to see again and again. Scorsese seems to be searching here for something that is not in his nature and never will be. During The Last Temptation of Christ, I believe Scorsese knew exactly how his character felt at all moments. During Kundun, I sense him asking himself, "Who is this man?"
hmm. That's an interesting way to look at it. Very interesting. I think I can't say that I get that same feeling, but I think that he's kind of using the film to learn more about him and to like decipher more of him.
But
But
I think Ebert, like I agree with Ebert. This is not a Scorsese film that I would want to watch over and over. Not like The Last Temptation of Christ. I would watch The Last Temptation of Christ over and over just because I think it's that
gotcha.
good with Brooklyn Jesus.
Yeah. But yeah, man. I guess that just concludes our review of Kundun. And of course, if you want to keep up to date with us, go ahead and visit us at thenerdcore.com. The Nerdcore underscore on Twitter, Instagram at the Nerdcore, patreon.com/the Nerdcore. At $1, you get this episode live and early before anybody else gets to watch it. And of course, if you want to talk to us on Discord, our link is in the description below. And if you're watching this on YouTube, please make sure you leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, and click the notification bell so you don't miss a single piece of content that drops on the channel. If you're on the audio side of things, make sure that you leave a 5-star review on your podcast platform of choice and you follow us on the same platform that you just did that on. And we will see you all on Sunday for our review of Invincible Season 2, Episode 3. And for now, Brad, tell them about our wonderful producer Shane.
You can follow our friend Shane at twitch.tv/xsrk or on Twitter at thriftedil or go buy something from the Suppy God at prisoncityvintage.com.
Yeah, and I know that in my review of this movie on Letterboxd, I put that I hope to one day see Tibet return to to be freed and to be for them to have their country back. But actually, I want to add something to that. I hope one day I live to see the day that every single movie that those fucking idiots named the Weinsteins ever fucking what's it called put away and are holding hostage get to be released
Yeah, give me
into
a 4K Dogma.
yeah give me give me this movie on fucking because this transfer looks good.
There's
I
so
wish
many.
it was what's
Well,
fucking at release.
well, they had the others, right? Because the others
Yeah,
just got a 4K release. So,
yeah,
so that has been taken from the Weinsteins,
yeah.
thankfully.
So all I'm saying, man, is that I hope one day I fucking hope to see these movies get what's it called taken from their fucking hands. So I fucking hate it, man. I hate how much these motherfuckers have control over this shit. So, Brad, get him out of here.
All right, Raul, thank you for being host as always. Nobody joined us in chat today, but it is early. So, to all those who join us in future ones, we appreciate it. Thank you to all our listeners out there, all our Patriot supporters. We appreciate each and every one of you. And yeah, to end this episode, I don't know. I'm gonna go find my bell, walking stick, glasses, and
Brad, do you have the patience to make those fucking sand drawings that they were doing?
hell no. Let's believe it. Every American has ADHD, and that's just how it is. And yeah, with that, young Yoda out.